Luke Skywalker smiled, then the room got ghost. Dark Vader in the dirt, helmet under stone. One picture, one spark, and the whole place moaned. You can't hide that name once it hits the feet. Old walls, new shame, same hungry need. Everybody stare, everybody shout. One little pose turns a kingdom out. Luke Skywalker, Luke Skywalker, why you got them shook? Luke Skywalker, Luke Skywalker, one post, one hard look. Dark fire in the ground, and the whole truth came up. Luke Skywalker, Luke Skywalker, sip that bitter cup. Backroom suits get tense, hands on the phone, trying to wash that stain off the screen and bone. But the people laugh at the heavy crown when a dead man's grave makes the whole world frown. You can't mute that name once it starts to ring. Every old white wall starts remembering. Everybody stare, everybody shout, everybody shout. One little post turns a kingdom out. Luke Skywalker, Luke Skywalker, why you got them shook? Luke Skywalker, Luke Skywalker, one post, one hard look. Dark fire in the ground, and the whole truth came up. Luke Skywalker, Luke Skywalker, sip that bitter cup. Oh, let the dust talk back, let the bones confess. Every polished speech still wears the stress. A picture in the dark can break the spell. What they tried to bury started ringing like a bell. Luke Skywalker, Luke Skywalker, why you got them shook? Luke Skywalker, Luke Skywalker, one post, one hard look. Dark found, and the whole truth came up. Luke Skywalker, Luke Skywalker, sip that bitter cup.
In the feet it hit too fast. A grave was posted cold and black. Luke with a phone in his hand, and the whole town gasped just like that. He said, look what they buried there, that dark old helmet in the dirt. Now the suits all brace for fire, and the replies come back like her. Oh, the screen lit up like a match in dry grass. One wrong post, and the smoke came fast. Grave of Vader. White House words came sharp and clean, like a door slammed hard in the hall. They called out the rebel grin, said Joe won't stand at all. But Luke just stood in the glare with that same old stormy calm, like a man who's seen a kingdom fall and still keeps both hands on. Oh, the screen lit up like a match in dry grass. One wrong post and the smoke came fast. Grave of Vader, grave of Vader. One post, one spark, and it shook the hours. Grave of Vader, grave of Vader. Say his name low, then watch it turn sour. In the dust the empire bends, in the dust the noise won't fade. A joke can cut like a saber edge when the whole crowd's wired and caged. Let the ghosts keep their armor, let the grave keep its stone. Tonight the world is arguing, but nobody's really alone. Grave of Vader, grave of Vader. One post, one star, and it shook the hour. Grave of Vader, grave of Vader. Say his name low, then watch it turn sour. Call and answer, dust, dust, dust. Grave of Vader, grave of Vader. Call and answer, trust and rust. Grave of Vader, grave of Vader.
White House came knocking with a fire in their mouth. Said, Luke Skywalker, you can't post that now. Dark Vader in the grave, cold stone, black rain. One eye on the headline, one hand on the pane. Say it soft, say it clear. Nothing dies till it gets here. Luke Skywalker, Luke Skywalker. What you post comes back around. Luke Skywalker, Luke Skywalker. Dark Vader don't stay in the ground. And a midnight grin, a graveyard picture that lit the fuse again. Some folks clutch pearls, some folks laugh too hard. Truth got dragged like a worn out car. Say it soft, say it loud. Every shadow has a crowd. Luke Skywalker, Luke Skywalker. What you post comes back around. Skywalker, Luke Skywalker. Dark Vader don't stay in the ground. Let the dust speak, let the stone hum low. Every public wound finds a private echo. White House yelling, moon over bone. One bad pose can shake a throne. Luke Skywalker, Luke Skywalker. What you post comes back around. Luke Skywalker, Luke Skywalker. Dark Vader don't stay in the ground. Luke Skywalker, Luke Skywalker. Hear that? Oh, grave calling out. The White House lost its cool over one graveyard post. Luke put the mask in dirt and the Empire took it close. They read the caption twice, then they raised a storm, talking big on polished screens while the dust stayed warm. Who gets mad at bones? Who fears a buried name? The past got laid to rest, still they came in flames. Dark Vader in the ground, dark Vader in the ground. They can't stand that sound. Dark Vader in the ground, dark Vader in the ground, dark Vader in the ground. Let the dead lie down. Dark Vader in the ground. Just posted shade and the room went cold. Old war ghosts on parade, still acting bold. Every grand speech cracks when the tune swings. One small image on the net and the whole house rings. Who gets mad at bones? Who fears a buried name? The past got laid to rest, still they came in flames. Dark Vader in the ground, dark Vader in the ground. They can't stand that sound. Dark Vader in the ground, dark Vader in the ground, dark Vader in the ground. Let the dead lie down. Dark Vader in the ground. in the ground. Dark Vader in the ground. Let the dead lie down. Dark Vader in the ground. They saw the post go up and the room went cold. Luke with a graveyard grin and a story told. Dark Vader in the dirt under southern sky. One small joke, one big burn, and 1,000 knives. Now the words come fast from that white stone house. Every screen lit up, every mouth shut down. Dark Vader in the grave. Dark Vader in the grave. Tell me who gets saved when a joke cuts both ways. Dark Vader in the grave. Dark Vader in the grave. Luke don't blink today, he just let it play. On the table glow like a dozen moons. Feeds keep spinning round in the afternoon. Some laugh, some clutch their pearls, some throw out their blame. But the mask still cracks when they say the name. Now the words come fast from that white stone house. Every screen lit up, every mouth shut down. Dark Vader in the grave. Dark Vader in the grave. Who gets saved when the joke cuts both ways? Dark Vader in the grave. Dark Vader in the grave. Luke don't blink today, he just let it play. If you throw a shade, better keep your stance, 'cause a tiny spark can turn to a dance. One man's tone is another man's scar, and a crowd keeps score from afar. Dark Vader in the grave. Dark Vader in the grave. Tell me who gets saved when the joke cuts both ways. Dark Vader in the grave.